When you think of coins, especially nickels, most people imagine something ordinary, something you toss in a jar or use to pay for a small purchase. The 2016 United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as a nickel, is one of those coins people encounter daily without giving it much thought. But beneath its everyday appearance lies a fascinating story filled with mystery, history, and an astonishing twist that has made this particular coin an object of incredible value for collectors around the world at a first glance. The 2016 nickel looks just like any other 5-cent piece. It features the familiar profile of Thomas Jefferson on the front, a design that has adorned the coin since 1938, albeit with some updates over the years. The reverse side shows Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, an image that has symbolized the coin's legacy for decades. The nickel, as a denomination, has always been overshadowed by the more popular penny, dime, and quarter, but that doesn't mean it lacks character or significance. What makes the 2016 nickel fascinating to collectors isn't just its design or the metal it's made from. It's the story behind its production and the rare variations that sometimes occur during the minting process. Coin minting, as precise as it is not immune to human error or mechanical mishaps. These errors can produce unique coins, sometimes called error coins, which become highly desirable for collectors because of their rarity and the stories they tell about the minting process. One of the reasons the 2016 nickel has caught the attention of collectors is due to a particular minting anomaly that year. The United States Mint produces coins at several different facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint places a small mint mark on coins to indicate their origin, but occasionally, errors in these mint marks or other features occur. In 2016, a rare version of the nickel was minted that either had a misplaced mint mark, an extra mark, or an unusual feature that differentiated it from the regular coins circulating widely. Such subtle differences are difficult to spot without careful examination. It takes a trained eye to notice the slight shift in the position of the mint mark or the doubling of a letter. For many casual observers, these coins look identical to standard nickels, but for collectors, these tiny variations can turn an ordinary coin into a highly valuable artifact. The rarity comes from the fact that only a limited number of these coins were produced with the anomaly before the mint corrected the error. Beyond mint mark errors, 2016 nickels have been found with other intriguing variations such as doubled dies. This is a phenomenon where the coin's design appears to be stamped twice, causing a shadow or doubling effect on the letters or images. Double die coins have always been popular among collectors, and any new discovery in this category sparks excitement and interest. The 2016 nickel, with its possible double die variations, has thus become a hot topic in the coin collecting community. The value of these coins depends heavily on their condition, rarity, and the demand among collectors. Coins that are pristine, with sharp details and no wear, known as being in mint condition, naturally command higher prices. Those with rare errors or unusual features in mint condition can sometimes fetch tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. But the story of the 2016 nickel doesn't stop there. Beyond mint errors, the coin's value also ties into the broader appeal of collecting coins that represent important pieces of American history and culture. Thomas Jefferson's depiction on the nickel serves as a reminder of the nation's founding principles and ideals. Monticello, his home, represents not just a physical location but a symbol of Jefferson's legacy as an architect, inventor, and thinker. This connection to history adds layers of meaning to each coin, enhancing its appeal to collectors who see their collections as a way to preserve history. Another factor influencing the coin's growing value is the increasing interest in coin collecting as a hobby, especially among younger generations discovering the world of numismatics. The internet and social media have made it easier for collectors to share their finds, learn about rare coins, and connect with others who share their passion. This has contributed to a surge in demand for coins with unique stories and features, pushing prices higher than ever before. The 2016 nickel has also benefited from expert authentication and grading services, which help establish a coin's authenticity and condition. These services evaluate the coin and assign it a grade based on its physical state and rarity. High grades, combined with verified rarity, significantly increase a coin's market value. Serious collectors rely on these grades when buying or selling rare coins to ensure they are getting an authentic piece worth their investment. Perhaps the most astonishing aspect of the 2016 nickel story is the price that some of these rare variations have commanded at auction. While most nickels are worth only their face value or slightly more to collectors, certain 2016 nickels with extraordinary errors or unique features have sold for astronomical amounts. These sales are driven by a combination of rarity, demand, and the thrill of owning something truly special. In a surprising turn, a 2016 United States 5-cent coin, due to its extreme rarity and unique minting error, has been reported to fetch prices as high as $8 million. This staggering figure might seem unbelievable for a coin that's typically worth only 5 cents, but it highlights how the world of coin collecting can turn everyday objects into priceless treasures. The sale of such a coin represents not only a financial investment, but also a cultural and historical milestone. Collectors and investors alike are fascinated by the idea that a small, seemingly insignificant coin can hold such tremendous value. It serves as a reminder that value is often found in the details, in the rarity and the stories that surround an object. The 2016 nickel exemplifies this perfectly. A humble coin transformed into an extraordinary artifact by the quirks of the minting process and the passion of those who seek to preserve and celebrate history. So, next time you come across a nickel from 2016, take a closer look. What appears to be a simple piece of metal might just hold a secret that could be worth millions. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone curious about coins, the story of the 2016 United States 5-cent coin is a powerful reminder of how value and history can be hidden in the most unexpected places. Minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, tens of millions of these nickels rolled out. Standard planchets, routine strikes, everyday commerce made them familiar objects, more useful than remarkable. Many wore smooth edges, others gained tiny dents, scratches, the dulling effects of time. Rarely did anyone suspect a Jefferson nickel could hide something extraordinary. This one did. Hidden in its metal, in the very moment it was struck, an error occurred. Not a simple misprint, not a worn die, but a near impossible alignment of factors. A die flaw combined with an off-center strike and a layering of metal lamination that left a shimmering anomaly. The obverse image lacked perfect proportion. One cheek of Jefferson bore faint doubling. Monticello's dome showed extra detail, sharp, crisp, that no standard example possessed. The mint mark, struck faintly, almost disappeared, yet precisely enough to identify the variety. In grading terms, it registered as near flawless, the luster still alive, the fields clean, the surface largely untouched. To the expert's eye, this nickel was more than coin. It was a work of nature and chance. Collectors learned of its existence through whispered reports, a photograph passed in private forums, an image in a specialized journal. At first, many thought it was a hoax, a skilled digital manipulation, perhaps a mislabeled specimen, someone's dream masquerading as reality. But then independent verification arrived. A renowned numismatist examined it under magnification, brought in comparators, confirmed the pairing of defects, the alignment of metal, the rarity. The error was authentic, the quality was genuine. Word spread. Auctions took interest. Collector circles buzzed. The coin, through anonymously consigned channels, appeared under strict guard. Lighting arranged to showcase detail. Certified by one of the major grading services, which found it a unique strike, perhaps one of just a handful, maybe the only known example in this condition. Bidders leaned in. They competed, each aware this was not only a coin but a story, a marvel of minting mishap and preservation. To own it meant holding a fragment of chance frozen in copper-nickel alloy. The competition grew fierce as the auction date approached. Emails exchanged, bids placed in sealed rooms, Phone lines connected across time zones, each bidder hoping to stand alone, each imagining the prestige, each willing to pay far beyond face value. The estimate had been set high, but estimates fall short when history beckons. When the gavel finally came down, silence gave way to astonishment. The winning bid crushed all expectations. It wasn't tens of thousands, not hundreds of thousands, not even low millions. It was a sum so vast it rewrote what anyone thought possible for a coin once meant for daily transactions. 4 5 cents. This piece sold against all odds. There are coins people touch, coins people pass by, coins scrambling about loose in pockets. Then there is this nickel, the Jefferson nickel from 2000. Once ordinary, nearly discarded, now immortal in value. From moment of minting to moment of sale, it traveled a course few could imagine. Time could have worn it flat, but it remained sharp. Chance could have destroyed the rare error, but it survived in perfect calm. Collectors could have overlooked it, but they recognized in it a singular story. Every scratch avoided, every handling careful, every storage ideal. These small acts preserved more than metal. They preserved possibility. What once was a coin that might have ended up lost under furniture, rusting in basements, tossed in drawers, became a treasure. It became proof that even among millions, the rarest may lie hidden.